It's another edition of Time About the Movies. Today we're taking a look at the films of January 9, 2004, taking a look at the first two movies of 2004. And we are in the dumping month, which means that most of the movies we're going to be looking at over the next couple of days are going to be movies that the studios clearly had no intentions on releasing at a time when they could be profitable and just wanted to dump them out, get them out of the way, and then just run off and do the next thing. And these two films are definitely an example of that. This one, the worst of the worst. The biggest new release of the weekend, and that is My Baby's Daddy.
Now, this is the art of slap boxing, a time out of good tradition, all right? Come on, put your hands up. Come on, all right, right there.
In the city of brotherly love, Lonnie and his friends were living large.
Take a look around. We got the tight bachelor pad.
They were three major players.
My bad. Looks like you're gonna have to come out in clothes.
Goodbye, Lonnie.
Big-time lovers.
I'm up here now. I'm up here.
With the hottest ladies in town.
Yes, sir.
But tonight, they're going from players
We're pregnant.
to play time.
What the hell? Peanut, Audrey, I'm a daddy!
From Miramax Films comes the story about three big babies taking care of three little babies.
When you get old, all the little black girls in the neighborhood gonna be, oh, Bruce Leroy, you got good hair. You got Indian in your family.
Eddie Griffin.
How you doing, Tupac?
I don't watching DVD.
No, thank you.
You always broke. Hey!
Anthony Anderson.
Man, what's the problem with you, man, or something?
Michael Imperioli.
Oh, we got the Exorcist, baby.
And Method Man.
You want a grilled cheese sandwich, man? No, I'm cool.
Piss her phone. Do it, dog.
This is fucking horrible, and I'm sorry for swearing like that, but I'm sorry. This is a horrible, horrible movie. I mean, just that alone, like that scene alone, was enough to make me turn the movie off altogether. And that's just from the trailer. Like, there's stuff in that entire trailer in there that's just like, just why? Why is this movie a thing? The story, as you see, is Anthony Anderson, Eddie Griffith, and Michael Imperioli are three bachelor buddies from the hood who, after a lifetime of hard partying, are in for a crude awakening when their respective girlfriends all get pregnant at the same time. The fathers to be embark on an emotional journey while learning as much about themselves as they do about love and fatherhood. And this is basically just Three Men and a Baby, except done worse. Much worse, and more crude jokes, more poop jokes in here, more gross out humor, more pee jokes, racial stereotyping. This whole movie, it's amazing that this movie does not get more attention. It's one of the worst things you've ever seen, because this should be up there with movies like Soul Plane. This is a movie that is so horribly put together, so badly put together. The jokes are terrible. This cast is way too good to be involved in a terrible film like this. I mean, you can't even buy that these three guys are friends. Like, Michael Imperioli has no reason to be hanging out with Eddie Griffin and Anthony Anderson. They don't even try to hide the fact that Method Man's here because, I don't know, you got Paula J. Parker from the Proud Family and also from Friday, Biling. Amy Sedaris is also in here. Bobby J. Thompson, who plays Little Tupac. Tiny Lister is in here. John Amos. Like, a great cast overall here, but just a missed opportunity on so many levels, because there's no script here. There's not a script that actually makes sense. There's just not a script in here that's funny. Not a script in here that's clever. There's nothing emotionally significant about the film. This is the type of movie that the studio looks at, thinks they have a winner because they've got all these names in here, and they don't need a script to make it work. And lo and behold, the film flops big time. Actually, this thing didn't even flop. It made back its budget of a very small budget of $12 million by about $6.5 million. It made back its budget, but even then, do you think anybody at Miramax was really proud of this movie? There's a reason why they put this out in the beginning of January, because they knew it was terrible. They wanted to get it out of there immediately, and sure enough, it came and went, and it's one of the worst peak comedies I've ever seen in my life. And Trust me, there's a lot of bad comedies, and this is definitely up there. And one that should be talked about more is one of the worst comedies ever made. Plain and simple. So, can we buck the trend with the last film we have here? Mandy Moore starring as the president's daughter in Chasing Liberty.
Dad is the leader of the free world.
When I get to Poland, I will fulfill all my diplomatic obligations.
Life is all work and no play.
I've been smiling so much I keep your sunburn.
This year,
Don't I deserve one night of freedom?
Liberty's on you all.
Anna Foster is about to declare her independence.
Why can't Anna just do what I tell her to do like the British?
Mandy Moore, Chasing Liberty.
I want to find passion.
Sorry about that, we're just going through compassion.
Rated PG-13.
I mean, not really, but you know what? After My Baby's Daddy, this is actually looking like a good comedy by comparison. This is Chasing Liberty, which is coincidentally the first of two movies in 2004 centering around the president's daughter, because we would literally have a movie called First Daughter come out later in the year where Batman was the president, Michael Keaton, and Katie Holmes was the first daughter. And in here you've got Mandy Moore and Mark Harmon, a.k.a. Gibbs from NCIS, who was also in Fever Pitch. And in here you have the 18-year-old daughter of the President of the United States, whose rebellion against the constant presence of Secret Service agents in her life leads to a European adventure and an unexpected romance. And you can definitely tell that they're doing a lot of stuff from classic movies. This was directly, the storyline's actually inspired by Chelsea Clinton, who was photographed trying to blend in with other students at a Stanford basketball game. And this has actually been explored in another movie, kind of an underrated little film called First Family, that came out in 1980, where Bob Newhart was the president. And there's the idea that, you know, the problems that Mandy Moore's character has in the movie is excessively protective Secret Service agents guarding children out of U.S. government officials. Pretty much that was pretty much established in First Family, which is a little underrated gem. It's one that didn't do so well when it came out, but it's got a stacked cast overall, and it is a funny film in general. But you can definitely see the inspiration is from stuff like It Happened One Night, and especially Roman Holiday, where in that film Audrey Hepburn plays a princess who slips away from the handlers to be squired around Rome by Gregory Peck, and not realizing that he knows her identity and plans a magazine story. And in both films, the leads are accompanied by a goofy friend. In this case, he's played by Eddie Albert in Roman Holiday, and in this one, it's, I believe, Stark Stands, I think it is, but it's got a good cast overall too. Matthew Goods also is the Matthew Goods, the Secret Service agent in this film. Stark Sands is the guy who isn't, I guess, the goofy friend. Jeremy Piven, Annabelle Sciorra, Mark Harmon, like I said, Caroline Goodall, Miriam Margolyes. So there is a good cast overall in here. The film is just mediocre at best. I mean, I like it better than How to Deal. I thought this was a much better. It's a simple idea that isn't really thought out all that well, and I think one of the biggest problems with the film in general is that it's very formulaic and predictable. I mean, it's a film that could possibly work. I mean, Mandy Moore is giving it her all in this, and there is a good idea if you're doing kind of a modern retelling of these classic movies, like It Happened One Night and Roman Holiday, but I think with a better writer and director, they really could fully experience the potential that the story could have. But as it is, with the director of Leave It to Beaver, not a very good sign. The movie just kind of feels like a film that has some golden opportunities, but never really takes full advantage of it. And it's a shame, because the pieces are definitely there for something intriguing here, and it's just a shame that there isn't a really good script from a good writer and a good director to really cement this as a film that could actually validate some good times with it. But it just doesn't really work out as well as I think they wanted it to. But like I said, it's better than Mandy Moore's last movie, and it does show that what she can do as an actress. And I think later on in the year, when we get to say, that'll really show her true potential as a leading actress. So we'll get to that one. Not even a leading actress, but a supporting act, but an actress in general, and how good she can really be. But we'll get to that one when we get to May. But as far as this one goes, it's fine. Not something. It's for a one-time watch, it works, but I really have no intention of ever watching this again. So, like I said, it's better than My Baby's Daddy. I'll give it that. Chasing Liberty. And so, with that said, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies. We'll jump into Martin Luther King Jr. weekend with 4 movies, including Along Came Polly with Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston, the infamous Torque, the criminally underrated Disney animated feature Teacher's Pet, and another criminally underrated animated film, Tokyo Godfathers, which came out in a limited release this weekend. So we'll take a look at those 4 movies all on the next episode. But until then, Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this on this channel. So, with that said, I'm off. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, take care.